Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to focus on percentages and what's a good profit margin for businesses. If you don't know who I am, my name's Kevin Sidebottom. I'm a speaker, author, and trainer, mainly on the sales process and leadership skills for business owners and sales teams. But I'm often asked, how do I go and figure out what a good profit margin is for my business? That's a big question. So today's video, I want to talk about that. I want to give you some insights on how to figure it out, tips on how to actually go about figuring this out, and I'm also going to give you some insight on what not to do. Because we all want to be in business for a long time. Well, we need to be profitable. So today's video, let's focus on that. So let's get started here. All right. So the first one we want to talk about is how to figure it out, right? What goes into it? Well, each marketplace has their own set of profit pretty much. So like if you go look at a grocery store chain, their profit margin that they sell at is drastically lower than you would see at Apple for their products. Mainly because these things are consumables, right? Potato chips, popcorn, bread, fruit. They're mass quantities, so they actually operate at lower profit margins. So when we're looking at that, we want to know what our market is. Who's the competition? What's the market value for the product that we're looking to sell? What's going price? Because we need to be able to figure that out of where the kind of market is, and we can do that by calling around. I did it all the time. I wanted to check to see what my competition was doing because I wanted to see what the market was paying for a specific product or service. Okay? Then I have to go back through and figure out in my business, what does it cost me? Right? We need to understand this. We need to understand, hey, if it costs me X amount to build this product, I need to make this amount to cover all of my overhead, all of my expenses. We've got a lot riding in on this, and we don't want to sell this without making money, right? Nobody makes money when they constantly lose margin. It just doesn't work. I don't know how the government does it, but they manage to keep doing stuff and building up debt. But most of us business people, we can't. We have to be able to thrive and grow our business. So we definitely need to go back through, look at what it costs us to make this product or service, what the market's doing, and what attributes that go into our product and service that we're going to be able to sell with. So that's going through the sales process and understanding our product and service and what it offers to the customer. And we got to see what kind of value is there. So we want to go through and make sure that we're answering all those questions, what our product is set for, what the market is. So there's a lot of heavy lifting we have to do. Most people go out and have consultants do it. But come on, we can go through this and look very quickly. I mean, you can check your product and service on Amazon, Google, and get a pretty good idea of what the market is going to value stuff. So like I just bought some morale boots for hiking. And I study it. I kind of looked at Google. I looked at Amazon, and all these different companies just to see what the market was at. Well, they're selling at a certain amount, but they're making so much profit because they're not going to sell at their cost. So we can go look at what everybody else is selling a similar product for. And before you go out there and say, nobody else, this is revolutionary, chances are there's at least 2 or 3 other people that have the similar product that you do. So go out there, look at what the market is providing for payment for these products and services so that you can go look at, okay, here's my top line that I got to sell at. Now, where's my cost? And then see how much margin I can make. Okay? That's what we need to do in this first step. So go through and figure this out so that way we can make some more money. Okay. Now that we know how much it costs us, we need to understand how much it's going to cost us to survive. So a lot of product managers and big organizations, this is what they do. They go out there and find out how much it costs us to make something, how much we're selling it at, what we need to make to be a viable product. Because we got to cover all of these costs, inventory costs, manufacturing costs, labor, All this stuff has to go in to figuring out what our sales price and our profit margin is going to be. It's not as simple, hey, we're going to make 20%. It doesn't work like that. So you got to know your industry, you got to do some hard work and really understand it. And then you have to really sit down and go, what do I want to make so I can survive, pay my employees, and have a good living? We don't want to gouge people, but we do need to make some money. Now, some people say, hey, we're going to come into this new market, if it's a new product that you're launching, and say, we're going to come in and undercut the competition. And we'll eventually be able to raise our price and we'll be totally fine. Unfortunately, what has been proven out many times is every time you come in to be the lowest price, you get locked in. I've had some big OEMs and the businesses wanted to go in there at the lower price, and I said, guys, it's not going to work out for you. And they said, oh, no, we'll get it with scope creep or anything else that changes. And they were quickly realizing that the fact that they weren't making money and they couldn't grow their profits with that customer because they had already set the bar. And we got to be able to make money, because if we're not, now we're just having fun. And sometimes business isn't fun, so we need to make money. So I tell people, never be the cheapest price. Don't be the Walmart. There's only one of those. Figure out where you need to be. Now, when I come in to launch a new product or service, I want to be the best value. That's right. I want to be the best value, whether it's best quality, which everybody touts, oh, I've got the best quality. It's kind of hard to quantify that. So we definitely want to make sure that we're coming out with the best value. So go through the sales process, figure out what your features and benefits are, what needs they answer, and really start figuring out your value proposition. When you have that, now you can take the part where the price is at, then the market. You can take your costs, you can start formulating everything and understand what price to sell it at so you can make the margin you want. Now, if you need any help with this, reach out to me. Got links below. I've got the sales trainings. I'm here to help you guys grow. That's my job. All right? See you next time.